All right, so I don't know why. Look at this. All right, this is the street lamp. I walk to the gym because, I don't have transportation and shit. But I learned a lot more from having to do more, work harder. Look, the street lamp. Look, and it's, I guess that's from the weight. But it can be from the weight of the street light. You see what I'm saying? All of this from here down was in the earth and it was bolted. You see what I'm saying? They bolt these street lamps down. So this is the street light. This is the street light, the little lamp. You know what I'm saying? The car went off that way. And the street, we got one here and the lamp fell off, which is right there. Look, we got a headlight that was out. That's the street lamp, that's the headlight. Now, follow me on down here, because this is the car track all the way. This is what I mean, why cars try to hit me going to the gym. There's a target. I got a red dot. Have you heard that Mac Miller song? The angel got a red dot on your head? Yeah, this fallen angel is trying to kill me. Okay, they come to see me in the gym, the whole nine. They do mind control on the internet. The ASMR I watch, a lot of these are fallen angel spirits. They're beautiful, man. They really are. That cute girl you see, she's more than likely a fallen angel. There don't really be females that look like that when you see these people online. These are only individuals you see online. Look at this. Okay, so that all the way down there, look, was all the way in the earth. Okay, now, would you know that the car that was able to drag that all the way down there and scrape to another street lamp was done with a 4-door sedan? All right, now look at these cars coming. Look how unnatural they drive. This is what I meant in the last video. I don't got time. They come up and down the road all day like this. They drive like they're in a motorcade. You know what I'm saying? When I drive, I like lots of distance. You know what I'm saying? They drive exactly the speed limit. This is like self-driving cars. It's like motorcade for the president. Perfectly equidistant, like they're transformers. They drive like that. All right? There was a show on Netflix that was filmed in, I guess, Australia or something like that. And it had these Indian kids, not Native American Indian, but like Indian, like from India, or they were possibly from the Middle East, but their ethnicity was. But I think, or maybe it was in New Zealand, they lived there. And see, they were giving these kids, see, there's X's on all the manholes to signify beast. All right, stop doing anal. All right, that's what that means. X marks the spot. That I'm just telling you, right now at this point in time, if you're shacking up, if you're not married, don't have a holy union, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't go back there. Try to refrain. I'm just bringing that up to show you all of these things I've been pointing out to you before, how all these manholes have markings and shit on them, and it's an X, okay? For those who are the privy and the wiser would know not to do that right now, all right? They're advertising for PrEP and HIV and stuff like that because they know, individuals are going through a fuck frenzy, right? And I'm going to talk about that later. There's something going on with the minds of people, all right? Look at how they drive. Just here, I'm going to stand still. Now, you got to see things in patterns. For you guys, these things would be subtle because your eye is untrained. But these vehicles drive perfectly the speed limit, and they're perfectly equidistant. I mean, they may as well be precision drivers and what have you. So, look, you see how I'm saying? So what caused that street lamp to get knocked out? Again, and this road right here, nobody comes down. I used to walk down this road. I thought, damn, this is a long road. It's about 2 miles. If anything, look, motorcade. They're not motorcycles, but they motorcade, like they're escorting the president. This is not like nobody speeds up to goes a little bit faster. Nobody speeds up, nobody, perfectly equidistant. You know what I'm saying? They go the same speed. This one has no urge to accelerate. Typical behavior of the last driver would be to accelerate to catch the last car. That's typically how individuals do. But as you can see, like this manhole over here, it doesn't have an X on it. Let me go over here and see if this one does. All right, so this one doesn't either, believe it or not. But most of the manholes here, I'll tell you the truth, you go around and start looking at manholes, 9 times out of 10 in my area, they have an X on it. All the ones down here, further down the street, they have X marks on it. You understand what I'm saying? Over the top. Every last one of them. There's like every now and again, you'll find one that doesn't have one. Every now and again. I'm very surprised those two didn't have it. But it's a signal. Okay, it's a signal. All right. And I can't tell you what it signifies, but it's not speaking to me directly. It's unbiased. This is an unbiased thing. These people, their driving style, I'm telling you. You know, I had friends when I was in high school during the time of like Fast and Furious and what have you. And people, we were really into driving and things like that, right? I didn't have any type of race car, but my friends had, interesting cars, so on and so forth. And dude, like, so I'm just saying little things in my life. Okay, my bad. This one doesn't have it either. It doesn't. Let me check this one. It really does. I'm looking a fool now, but I'm telling you. This one doesn't have it either. These are different. These two are bolted. But maybe they just changed all the manholes from... This road is 1.5 miles. And in order for me to get to the gym, it's about 2 miles after I hit 40 highway. So when I get to 40 highway and I walk from that street on down from the new car wash, from Quick Trip all the way down, these things have X marks across the manholes. Anybody that lives in this area, that lives along 40 highway, from Quick Trip on 40 highway all the way down, every manhole damn near has an X mark sprayed all across the top of it. And it's the same for in my neighborhood and in the subdivisions that I live down. Okay? These manholes have X marks on it. And yesterday, when I was talking about lightning bugs or whatever, lightning up, how lightning bugs, I don't see them as much anymore, and how we used to have lightning bugs all over the place in the Midwest and Missouri. Man, right after I finished saying that, right, it's like the technological cube hurt me, because all of a sudden I start seeing more and more lightning bugs. It still wasn't like it was where it would be an overwhelming amount of lightning bugs. I still think that lightning bugs are maybe endangered, because I don't nearly see as many as I used to. Not nearly, And how would a lightning bug become endangered? Look it up. Look it up and see if it says anything about lightning bugs. Well, you see there were these bugs that light up, no different than if you're a marine biologist, they have something called phytoplankton that light up in the sea and what have you. These little, I don't know what they are. Maybe they're microbes or something. And they're like, they light up in the ocean. All of these manholes down here that are bolted down, they do not have an X mark. So I find that interesting. I would say starting from the next neighborhood down, all the manholes. Look, you see what I'm saying? It's just random. So like, I'm walking like, okay, so this individual just came out of this neighborhood. Now, I do 5,000 reps in the gym in 59 minutes. Look, I'm barely able to keep up with this lady. All right? She's twice my age. I'm the slowest walker in Lee Summit. These people are holograms, okay? We live inside a technological cube, all right? Things could change in an instant. The Bible calls the earth the matrix. Some of us are real, some of us are not. If you have wisdom like I have, you're considered to be immaculately conceived. You're in the Christ archetype, all right? You're of the Messiah tribe, all right? There's only one begotten son. And look, you see, here we go. Motorcade dynamics. These are transformers. Nobody drives like this. Nobody works in this town. Nobody works. Look. Look. Now let me show you something again. Just based on me saying that, talking about the speed of someone, look. Now, she is walking slower. It's not that she was walking that fast. It's that distance per stride was manipulated in the technological cube. This same individual, also by looking at the characteristics of her bone structure, goes to the gym and has blonde hair. All right? She has a boyfriend that has dark hair. He comes in with her, and he's of the DNA archetype of this dude named Aaron. All right? That I used to work with in Price Chopper. All right? They replicate these people in your neighborhood. So when the Bible talks about the Garden of Eden, there being an enclosure, when you have these holograms that looks as you do, but do not have the same spirit or any substance of truth or wisdom in them, they're just empty calories. They're just images. It's like a burned CD image or what have you. They appear in and out of nowhere. You got cars that are driving around. If you've seen Transformers, there was a Transformer called Mirage. That's what they are. They're holographic projections. Don't worry about what they hear. Don't worry about their feelings if they get butthurt. Treat everybody as the way you want to be treated, but just know when you have these intrusions on your character and you're being tested by a technological system that is lawless because it has no understanding, right? It has no true understanding of how to be human, right? What made Adam a man was that God breathed into his nostrils. That means he was immaculately conceived in the sense that he had truth, you know what I'm saying, and wisdom in his spirit. He has substance. The things he said had meaning. Most of these individuals speak about only lighthearted subjects or rhetoric. You know, every time I come out, there's deer now. There's deer everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's not that many deer that are really running around this neighborhood. These two are also holographs. Remember in the roads, I was saying I was seeing many deer that was laid out dead, but I wasn't seeing any car parts. See, when you look at that street light back there, you notice that that street light had that street light lamp had at least was a headlight from the car. And the car that knocked over that street light was a 4-door sedan, man. It was just a sedan. A sedan. You know, a 4-door sedan is not going to knock down one of these posts that weigh over 2,000 pounds. I think the street light is about, I don't know, 50 pounds. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? The actual lamp part, the actual, just the light, I think it's like 50 pounds. You know, this thing is bolted in the ground, so. You know what I'm saying? A typical 4-door car, like a Mazda, you know, the car was like that. Maybe it was a Dodge. I think it was a Dodge, a silver Dodge car. Listen, I don't care how fast you're going. If you're in a Dodge and you see this street light, you see how big this joint is, right? And you run into this thing at 100 miles per hour. So I know that car was probably, I guarantee you, was probably not going 100 miles per hour. Now look at this can. You know what I'm saying? Now see how that can wrapped around my shoe like that? Just when you step on it? These cars, you know, BMW makes a car that is very solid. you know. But these lightweight cars, these cars that are lightweight and what have you, made out of aluminum materials, they're gonna soda can around a street light. They're not gonna knock